Hello and good afternoon, students. Welcome back to Global Online Platform. This is Chandni Swarnakar, and as you all know that we have started a new revision series where we are covering 66th December paper 2023. Okay. Now you can get my lectures at 3 p.m. on a daily basis, but वीडियो में आगे बढ़ने से पहले मैं आपको बता देती हूँ जून 2024 JRF की प्रिपरेशन करने के लिए आपको स्मार्ट स्ट्रैटेजी की ज़रूरत है. ओके, सो ग्लोबल ऑनलाइन आपके लेकर आया है इंग्लिश टीचर का कंप्लीट कोर्स, जिसमें आपको वीडियो लेक्चर्स मिलेंगे, जिसमें शॉर्ट एंड स्मार्ट ट्रिक के साथ आपके सारे कॉन्सेप्ट क्लियर हो जाएंगे. इसके साथ ही आपको फुल सिलेबस नोट्स PDF फॉर्मेट में अवेल कराया जाएगा, जिसे आप अपने मोबाइल लैपटॉप में डाउनलोड करके आराम से पढ़ सकते हो. इसके साथ ही आपको मॉक टेस्ट प्रोवाइड कराए जाएंगे, जिसे एज इट इज़ क्वेश्चन एग्जाम में पूछे जाते हैं. ये मॉक टेस्ट आपके फाइनल प्रिपरेशन में बहुत हेल्प करता है. तो गिवन कॉन्टैक्ट नंबर पर कॉन्टैक्ट करके आप इसे ज्वाइन कर सकते हो. नाउ फ्री वीडियोस के एक्सेस के लिए सबसे पहले जो है फटाफट ग्लोबल ऑनलाइन ऐप को आप डाउनलोड कर सकते हो. सो सेक्शन पे जाओगे, आपको सारे कोर्सेज की जानकारी यहाँ से मिल जाएगी. सर्च बार में जा करके सारे जो है डायरेक्टली कोर्स का नाम लिखोगे तो कोर्स का ओवरव्यू आपके सामने आ जाएगा. इसकी ड्यूरेशन, इसकी फीस, सब कुछ आपको मिल जाएगी. कंटेंट बेसिकली कंटेंट सेक्शन पे क्लिक करते हो. वेट अ मिनट, कंटेंट सेक्शन पे क्लिक करते हो तो आपको फोल्डर जो है यूनिट वाइज फोल्डर अवेलेबल मिलेंगे. हर एक यूनिट में थ्योरी लेक्चर्स, इवैल्यूएशन, नोट्स, मॉक टेस्ट एंड MCQs आपको मिलेंगे. इसके अलावा आप कुछ भी पढ़ने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. इसके साथ अगर आप ग्लोबल ऑनलाइन पेज को उसको ज्वाइन करते हो तो आपको व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप पे भी ऐड किया जाएगा, जहाँ पे हर एक सेशन की PDF आप लोगों के साथ में प्रोवाइड करवाई जाएगी. ओके, सो एज वी हैव completed 30 question, we'll start with the 31st question. Okay, now do remember, read the question very carefully before answering. So the 31st question is, Ronald Barthes, in his introduction to the structural analysis of narrators 1966, proposed 3 levels of narrative structure. Which among the following are the narrative structure proposed by him? आपको क्वेश्चन पूछ रहा है, रोलांड बार्थ जो है उन्होंने एक वर्क लिखा है, इंट्रोडक्शन टू द स्ट्रक्चरल एनालिसिस ऑफ नरेटर्स, जिसको उन्होंने 1966 में पब्लिश कराया है, 1966 में, जिसमें उन्होंने 3 लेवल्स ऑफ नरेटिव स्ट्रक्चर को प्रपोज किया है. आपको बताना है कौन से 3 लेवल्स ऑफ नरेटिव स्ट्रक्चर है. ऑप्शंस आपके सामने हैं. फंक्शंस, ओके, देन एक्शंस, ग्रामर, नरेशन and cohesion. Okay, so you need to opt 3 of them. Right now, see, grammar नहीं है and coherence will not be there. Okay, so grammar will not take and coherence, क्योंकि इन्होंने इसके बारे में बात नहीं की. इन्होंने बात की functions के बारे में, इन्होंने बात की actions के बारे में, and इन्होंने बात की है narration के बारे में. ठीक है, so functions A, actions B, and narration D. So this is going to be our correct answer. Let's see, A, B, D. Now second one is the correct answer. Okay, so that is how you are going to opt the right option. Now moving on to question number 32. Which of the following is not true about Raymond Williams' views on culture? आपको बताना है, ये सारे ऑप्शंस है, आपको बताना है रेमंड विलियम के जो व्यूज हैं कल्चर को लेके, इसमें से कौन से नहीं है. ठीक है, नाउ कल्चर इज ऑर्डिनरी. ऑफ कोर्स अकॉर्डिंग टू रेमंड विलियम्स, कल्चर इज ऑर्डिनरी. कल्चर इज अ होल वे ऑफ लाइफ. यस. The masses do not participate in the creation of cultural value. Of course they do. So it's a common sense. यहाँ पे common sense लगा के भी आंसर की जा सकती है. And you have to opt one, right? So the masses do participate in the creation of cultural values. This is not true. Fourth, there exists at least 3 layers of a culture at a given point of time in a society: dominant, residual, and emergent. Of course, this is true. Dominant, residual, and emergent. This is true. Okay, so the correct answer is third one. And if you have read, you will get to know, okay, ये सच है, ये सच है, ये सच है. Okay, so the third one is the correct answer. Moving on to question number 33. The Calcutta Chromosome 1995 is a novel exploring past and future. It has been written by, एक वर्क है द कैलकटा क्रोमोसोम, जो कि 1995 को पब्लिश हुई है. एक नॉवल है जो कि पास्ट एंड फ्यूचर को एक्सप्लोर करती है. तो ये नॉवल जो है किसके द्वारा लिखी गई है? ऑप्शंस: रविंद्रनाथ टैगोर, अमिताभ घोष, थर्ड राजा राव, और मुल्क राज आनंद. This is somewhere, it needs to be this way. Okay, Mulk Raj Anand, which is the correct option. So the correct answer is Amitabh Ghosh. Okay, so it was set in Calcutta. Do remember some information. So Calcutta chromosome was set in Calcutta, and there are other works like the shadow lines. The shadow lines. Then Ibis trilogy is there. Okay, Ibis trilogy. Wait a minute. Yes. Okay, then the glass palace is also there. So these are the important works of Amit Ghosh. And if the examiner has asked you about a particular work of Amitabh Ghosh, so you need to cover all the works of Amitabh Ghosh. Do remember this. Okay, so now moving on to question number 34, and ignore the voice. Identify the correct order of the publications given below. Okay, so you need to know the publications of this work so that you can set in a correct order, right? So Simon Gikande's Maps of Englishness, Writing Identity in the Culture of Colonialism was published in 1966. Second, Franz Fanon's The Wretched of the Earth, this is Earth, okay, Earth was published in 1961. Great. Homi K. Bhabha's Nation and Narration. This is narration. Okay. Sorry for this mess. Now, it was published in 1990. Great. Ernest Gellner's Nations and Nationalisms. It was published in before Nation Narration 1983. So I hope you are getting it that you need to remember the publishing year. There is no in between. आपको ये याद करना है, इसके अलावा कोई ऑप्शन नहीं है, क्योंकि ये अपडेटेड क्वेश्चन पेपर है. इट्स नॉट अबाउट अर्लियर कि चेंज हो गया होगा. ठीक है. फिफ्थ, रॉबर्ट यंग्स colonial desire, hybridity in theory, culture and race. Okay, so it was published in 1994. So now you can see that the first will be B, then A, then D, then you will going to C and E. So this is E, right? Okay, something is wrong. See, 1966, no, not 1966, it's 1996. Okay, so here you can see that E will go first. Wait a minute. Okay, so now we'll do again. See, come first B, then you're going to have D, then you're going to have C, then A, then E. This is the correct order. Okay, so you can see B, D, C, A, E. No, that E is here. Wait, why I'm doing this, I don't know. E, 1994 पहले आएगा ना? This is the correct order. Okay, now you can see B, D, C, E, A. So the fourth one is the correct answer. Now moving on to question number 35. Who of the following was the immediate predecessor of the drama proper? So you know, I hope predecessor आपको पता है, उसके आगे आने वाला, उसको चीज़ें जो आगे बढ़ाने वाला. ठीक है. So let's read the options. The interlude, morality play, miracle play, liturgical play. So don't get confused. The liturgical play जो है ना, ये कुछ और नहीं है, ये mystery play है. क्या है? mystery play को ही liturgical play बोला जाता है. इंटरल्यूड जो होते हैं ना, शॉर्ट ड्रामेटिक पीसेस होते हैं जो बीच में प्लेस के बीच बीच में आते हैं, ठीक है। और प्रेडेसेसर बेसिकली ड्रामा प्रॉपर का इंटरल्यूड ही है। क्यों? क्योंकि इसके बाद ही प्रॉपरली जो है ड्रामा डेवलप हुआ है धीरे धीरे करके, और बहुत ज़्यादा रोल है इंटरल्यूड का इसमें, ठीक है। किसमें? ड्रामा क्रिएट करने में, ड्रामा को डेवलप करने में। ड्रामा जो है इंटरल्यूड बेसिकली ग्रेजुअली डेवलप होके, कोई एक चीज़ होती है ना, बीज होता है, उसके बाद डेवलप होके बहुत बड़ा सा पेड़ बनता है। सो दैट बीज इज इंटरल्यूड, ओके। सो द इंटरल्यूड के बाद ही ड्रामा प्रॉपर वे में आता है ना। मोरालिटी प्ले, आई होप यू नो, मोरालिटी प्ले बेसिकली बहुत ज़्यादा कुछ सिखाने की कोशिश, डायडैक्टिक होती है नेचर में, और हमेशा इसकी चाह और जो एम होता है वो ये होता है कि सामने वाले को कुछ दे के जाए, कुछ रिलीजियस वैल्यूज दे के जाए, ठीक है। मोरालिटी कम्स अंडर दैट। मिरेकल बेसिकली सेंट्स के लाइफ पे होती है, सेंट जो होते हैं ना, संत लोग, उनके लाइफ पे होती है। लिटर्जिकल, लिटर्जिकल क्या है? लिटर्जिकल बेसिकली होती है बिब्लिकल स्टोरीज, बाइबल पे बेस्ड, ठीक है, ओल्ड टेस्टामेंट, न्यू टेस्टामेंट, जिसमें से भी आपको लगता। नाउ क्वेश्चन नंबर 36. Which of the following is true about Samuel Beckett's Waiting for Godot? So do remember it was written by Samuel Beckett. Now here are the options and you need to opt the correct one. Let me give you an answer review. Okay, so you have to choose two of them. Okay. Now see here. It illustrates vanity of humankind. What is vanity? Vanity stands for pride. So it illustrates vanity of humankind. No, of course not. Okay. It has uncompromising views on humanitarian communism. Of course not. I hope you know humanitarian communism basically stands for, देखिए communism क्या होता है, जब हम इस बारे में बात करें कि चीज़ें जो हैं, प्रोडक्ट जो हैं, हर किसी को इक्वालिटी जो है हर किसी में हो, हर किसी को एक तरह का समान अधिकार मिले, किसी तरह का प्राइवेट जो ओनरशिप होता है वो ना हो। ह्यूमैनिटेरियन बेसिकली वैल्यूज इनकलकेट करना इंसानियत के, ठीक है। तो इट हैज अनकॉम्प्रोमाइजिंग व्यूज ऑन ह्यूमैनिटेरियन कम्युनिज्म? नो, इट डज नॉट टॉक अबाउट दैट, ओके। इट प्रोजेक्ट्स सेल्फ डिसेप्शन, स्ट्राइविंग टू डिस्गाइज फेलियर? नो, ऑफ कोर्स नॉट। देन द fourth one, it is a static representation without structure or development. Of course, जब आप waiting for Godot पढ़ोगे तो आपको कोई भी structure, कोई भी development नहीं दिखेगा, हर चीज़ जो बार बार हो रही होती है. So this is true. Its incoherent dialogue suggests despair of a society. Of course, it talks about despair because when you read Waiting for Godot, you'll feel like, okay, what is happening, dude? What is happening? Okay, so D is the correct one. So D, E will be our correct answer. Now, one more thing I'll tell you. Here, D and E. So the fourth one is the correct one. Now, the publishing year you need to remember, Waiting for Godot, 1953. Okay, so this is the correct publishing year. Moving on. What is the correct chronological order of publication of the text given under? Correct chronology. So I have already told you that you need to remember the publishing year. Do remember the publishing year. I don't know whether you listen to me or not, but you need to do, okay? R.K. Narayan's The Financial Expert was published in when? 1952. Manohar Malgonkar's A Band in the Gangs was published in when? 1964. Raja Rao's Kanthapura was published in 1938. Shashi Deshpande, this is Shashi Tharoor's The Great Indian Novel. It was published when? 1989. I hope you all know Shashi Tharoor. Now, E. Arundhati Roy, The God of Small Things was published in 1997. Now you can see the correct chronology. So the first will be C, then A, C, A, then you can see B here, and the last of course D, and E. This is the correct chronology. Cap D. Okay, so now you can see here. Third, Cap D. Okay, so this is the correct answer. Moving on to question number 38. Who among the following is the earliest available Indian dramatist? Who among the following is the earliest available Indian dramatist? Bhavabhuti, Kalidas, Bhasha or Rajshekhar. Okay, so these are the options. And बहुत लोगों को लगेगा कालिदास, but it's not that. Okay, एक संस्कृत dramatist हैं, Bhasha is the earliest available dramatist, Indian dramatist, Bhasha. Okay, so this is the correct answer. Third one. Moving on to question number 39. Which of the following statements are valid for post-colonial theory and literature? Which of the following statements are valid for post-colonial theory and literature? Options are abrogation, resistance and assertion from the basis of post-colonial thought. What is abrogation? Abrogation basically you are cancelling things. Okay. Resistance मतलब एक बचाओ, resist करना. Now assertion, I hope you all know. So basically it talks about abrogation, resistance and assertion from the basis of post-colonial thought. Okay. So when we read post-colonial theory and literature, we understand these things. We understand where to resist. We understand where to abrogate. We understand where to assert. Okay. So this is the correct one. Second, post-colonial theory defends binaries of master and slave, white and black and colonizer and colonized. So it does not defend it. So when you read post-colonial theory, you will understand things. You will not defend it. Okay, so this is not the correct one. C. Weep Not, Child is the first novel in English by an East African writer, Ngugi wa Thiong'o. Correct one. A and C we got. Now, White Sargasso Sea by Jean Rice is based on the experience of colonized African population. No. Because it is based on a girl, Bartha Nation. E. Homike Bhabha, Edward W. Said and Gayatri Spivak are important post-colonial thinkers. Yes. Okay, so we got A, C and E. Now you can see here. A, C and E is the correct answer. Third one. Okay. Moving on to question number 40. Indicate the correct chronological order of publication of the following literary works. So somewhere I have seen the chronology is wrong, but I'll tell you the correct chronology that it should be. Okay. So Beowulf was published, it was a very old work, so old English का work है ये, ठीक है. Now Divina Commedia, it is a work by Dante Alighieri and it was published in 1321. Summa Theologica, it's a work by Thomas Aquinas. Okay, so it was published in 1990. Now, Le Morte d'Arthur, I hope you all know that it's a work by Thomas Mallory, 1485. And Canterbury Tales, it was actually a duration. So, 1387 to 1400. This is the correct. Okay? Yeah. Now, it's a work by Geoffrey Chaucer, of course. So, you can see this, that the correct chronology would be what? बिकॉज ओल्ड इंग्लिश बहुत पहले से शुरू हो रहा है तो बीओवुल्फ ही सबसे पहले आना चाहिए, राइट. बट ऑप्शंस आपके जो हैं जैसे हैं वैसे सूट नहीं कर रहे हैं. द ऑप्शन शुड बी ए, ओके, देन बी, देन ई, देन डी एंड सी. ओके, सो दिस इज द करेक्ट chronology. A, B, E, A, B, E, D, C. So here you can not see this. Okay, so the options is not according to our idea. So, but do remember this is the correct one. Okay, moving on to question number 41. chronologically arrange the following works of Sri Aurobindo in accordance with their year of publication. So these are the works by whom? By Sri Aurobindo. Need to know the years, then you need to arrange it. Now, see the Hour of God. It was published in when? 2006. The Mother. This is also giving you an opportunity to remember the works of Shri Aurobindo. Okay, तो ये आपको opportunity भी दे रहा है, आप याद कर लीजिए और समझ लीजिए बहुत अच्छा से कि इंडियन लिटरेचर में भी आपको पब्लिशिंग ईयर से क्वेश्चंस पूछे जा रहे हैं. So the Mother, it was published in 1928. The Life Divine, it was published in 1919. The Future Poetry, 1953. And the Synthesis of Yoga, it was published in 1948, the Great Tradition year. So this is the correct one. Now C, E, D, B and A. Wait a minute. This is 28, no? Wait. Wait a second. Okay. C, then B 28 आएगा. B, then आपका 48 तो E आ सकता है. Then आपका 4 D आएगा and then A. ठीक है? Now this is the correct chronology. C, B, E, D, A. C, B, E. यहाँ पे भी आप देख सकते हैं ऑप्शंस में जो है आपको कोई भी ऑप्शन नहीं मिल रहे हैं. ठीक है, लेकिन वो करेक्ट chronology है. मूविंग ऑन टू क्वेश्चन नंबर 42. Which among the following are not mentioned as the aspects of the novel by E.M. Foster? Okay, so E.M. Foster ने कौन से जो है aspects mention किए ये आपको याद रखना ज़रूरी है अगर आप इस क्वेश्चन का आंसर देना चाहते हैं. तो I must tell you, story is there as they are mentioned. ठीक है, प्लॉट है, प्रोफेकी है, उसके बाद आप पीपल है. कहीं पे भी जो है इमेजिनेशन और हार्मनी नहीं है. डू रिमेंबर दिस. ओके, पीपल है आपके, फैंटेसी है, 7 टाइप्स जो है, पैटर्न है एंड रिदम है. ठीक है, रिदम है. आपका कहीं पे भी इमेजिनेशन और हार्मनी नहीं है. ठीक है, तो ये जो है बी and D is the correct answer because this is not mentioned. Now you can see here B and D. Yes, the fourth one is the correct answer. Okay, moving on. Question number 43. Match list 1 with list 2. So list 1 says novels, list 2 says writers. Okay, so आपको बताना है. Waiting for the Mahatma, who wrote this work? Waiting for the Mahatma, who wrote this work? Don't get confused कि मुल्कराज आनंद ने लिखा है, because नहीं लिखा. मुल्कराज आनंद ने अपने अनटचेबल वर्क में सजेशन के बारे में ज़रूर बात किया है, मेंशन है महात्मा गांधी के कुछ सजेशन वहाँ पे, बट इट इज़ नॉट मुल्कराज आनंद हु रॉट वेटिंग फॉर द महात्मा. ठीक है, तो वेटिंग फॉर द महात्मा किसने लिखा है? R.K. नारायण ने. So many hungers, who wrote this particular work? Who wrote this particular work? Bhabani Bhattacharya. 1. The Sword and Sickle. I hope you all know this. Sword and the Sickle, I have covered this. Sword and the Sickle was published, not the publishing year is important here. The writer, Mulraj Anand, wrote this particular work. Okay. Now, Distant Drum, who wrote this? Manohar Malgunkar, of course, the third one. So, we'll see A with 2, B with 1. A with 2, B with 1. And then C with 4 and D with 3. So, the first option is the correct option. Okay, correct answer. Moving on. Question number 44. What does aptly define minor literature according to Gaius Deleuze? Minor literature. According to Gaius Deleuze. Now, see here, options. Deconstruction of material reality. No. Deterritorialization of language, heteroglossia or meta-narrative. So the only possible answer here is second one. Deterritorialization. It's a very difficult one, but okay. Okay, so the second one is the correct answer. Okay, moving on to question number 45. Which one of this is not a literary journal magazine? The Egoist, the Criterion, the English Review, or the 101 Dalmatians? So basically, Egoist, of course, journal or magazine category mein aata hai. This three comes under this category, but the only work, the 101 Dalmatians, is not under what? Magazine or journal category. Basically, ये एक work है डॉडी स्मिथ का, डॉडी स्मिथ का, ठीक है? It's a work, it's not a magazine or journal. So this is the correct answer, 4. Moving on. This is a repeated question. All happy families are alike. Every unhappy family is unhappy in its own ways. It is the opening line of the novel. It's a very easy question. Options are Anna Karenina, War and Peace, 1984, Jenna. Which is the correct answer? Anna Karenina. The first one is the correct answer, okay? Moving on to question number 47. How many major forms of drama have been described by Bharata in his Manual of Dramaturgy? Options are 7, 3, 4 or 10. So the correct one is 10. So now you need to, Nataka is there, Prakarna is there, Anka is there, then Vyayoga is there, okay? So that is how 10 comes, okay? Pranaya will be there, then Prakarshana, Ashuta will be there. So these are the 10 options, 10 forms, major forms, okay, described by Bharata. So the correct answer is 4th. Moving on to question number 48. Given below are two statements. One is labeled as assertion and the other is labeled as reason. Assertion says, before telling you this, let me tell you this. A stands for both are correct and both correct explanation. Second, both are correct but explanation is not correct. Third, both A is correct but not reason. A is not correct or reason is correct. Okay, assertion is correct, reason is not correct. Now here you can see Toni Morrison and Andrew Rich have contributed a distinctive style. Yes, true, very true. Okay, reason. Feminism, Andrea Rich observes, is the field where subjectivity and politics have to come together in the most natural way. This is also true, but the explanation is not right. Okay, so we'll choose the second one where it says both A and R are correct, but R is not the correct explanation of A. Okay, so the B, second one, is the correct answer. Moving on. Question number 49. Identify the correct options in the theorization of nation by Homike Bhabha. Now, see here. It's a very interesting question. Nation arises from similarities among people. Whether it's true or not. No. Nationalist representation is defined by ambivalence. What is ambivalence? बेसिकली जो होता है एम्बिवेलेंस बेसिकली कॉन्ट्रोडिक्टरी आइडियाज़ को दिखाता है. जैसे अगर किसी इंसान के दो तरह के आइडियाज़ हों, दो तरह का बिलीफ हो, तो दैट कम्स अंडर एम्बिवेलेंट कैरेक्टर. ओके, सो दिस इज ट्रू. Second, nationalist representation engages with two contradictory modes of representation. Of course, this is true. D, nationalist discourses are split by a disruptive double narrative movement. This is also true. Okay, so we can see here that B, C and D are the correct option. Okay, moving on. Here you can see B, C, D here. The third one is the correct option. Okay, now moving on to question number 50. The term gynocriticism refers to. So first of all, I must tell you that gynocriticism was given by Ellen Showalter. Right, Ellen Showalter. Okay, Now the options are feminist consciousness. Second, production of writings on women by men. Third, analysis of andro text. Fourth, production analysis of writings by women on women. Of course, this is true. Fourth one is the correct option, okay? Because actually gynecologist talks about writings by women on women. Moving on to question number 51. Arrange the following text chronologically. Here you can see Bharat's Natya Shastra, Shumendra's Auchitya Vichar Charcha, Bhamaha's Kavyalankara, D. Kuntak's Vakrokti Jivitam, E. Anandavardhanan's Dhwanyaloka. So here you can see you need to arrange it. Now I can arrange it because I know from like कौन पहले आया कौन बाद में आया. So Bharata came first. A. Then came Bhamaha. C. Then who? Anandavardhana. E. Then Kuntak. D. Then Shumendras. B. So this is the correct order, chronological order. Okay. A, C, E, D, B. Just remember this. I have already covered it in Indian logic. A, C, E, D, B. So the third one is the correct option. यहाँ पे ज़्यादातर जो option है third one ही सही है. अब आप एग्जाम में ऐसा third one ही टिक करके ना आ जाएं. Use your brain. Moving on to question number 52. Okay. A portmanteau is what? This term is what? It signifies what? The options are a word which sounds the same but have different meanings. A word that results from blending two or more words or parts of words. Third, creation of new words without reference to the existing morphological resources. Fourth, copying a word that originally belonged to one language into another language. This is not plagiarism, okay? This is a word that results from blending two or more words or parts of words. So this is the correct one. The second one is the correct one, okay? Moving on to question number 53. Who among the following described drama in the following words? A true play. Wait a minute. A true play is three-dimensional, semicolon. It is literature that walks and talks before our eyes. Okay? So क्या कह रहे हैं, जो सच्चा प्ले होता है वो थ्री डायमेंशनल होता है. ये जो लिटरेचर ही है जो हमारे सामने जो है चलता और बोलता है हमारे आंखों के सामने. The options are Marjorie Bolton, Eladice Nicole, G.B. Shaw और आर्थर मिलर. G.B. Shaw और आर्थर मिलर ने नहीं लिखा है, ये फॉर श्योर है. बचे दो ऑप्शंस, Marjorie Bolton and Eladice Nicole. So who is the correct one? The first one is the correct one. Okay, so the first one is the correct answer here. Moving on to question number 54. What among the following is not true about Anna Karenina? You need to know this. Options are, the novel was published in 1872. शुरू में ही गलत है. 1878 is the publishing year. यहाँ पे क्वेश्चन पूछ रहा है what among the following is not true. Okay, not true. Now, second option, the novel is written in 8 parts. Of course, it's written in 8 parts. Then, it tells the story of two major characters, Anna and Konstantin Levin. So, of course, this option is also correct. Okay. Second and third will go in the correct category. Then the fourth one, the novel is revolutionary in its treatment of women. This is also the correct option. Okay. So the only option we got which is not true is the first one. The novel was published in 1872 because it was published in 1878. It's not 1872. Okay, so the correct answer will be 1. Moving on to question number 55. Which among the following statement is not true about NEP 2020? So I hope you all know it. Okay. So the options are: NEP 2020 recommends that there should be high quality learning and print material in Indian language. Is it true? Second, the policy recommends early implementation of three language formula to promote multilingualism. Whether it is. Third, the policy recommends that English language should be the only medium of instruction at elementary level. And the last one, policy recommends teaching in local language wherever possible. Which is the correct answer? It actually, NEP 2020 talks about English language, okay, should be the only medium of instruction at elementary level. So do remember, and if you have not read NEP 2020 basically, so do read it, okay. So there is questions. So the third one is the correct answer. Let me raise it first. Yes, the third one is the correct answer. We only have 5 questions more to cover, okay. So question number 56. Panopticism is the concept that refers to external spying. Who among the following coined this term? It actually refers to external spying. So who actually gave this concept? You need to find out. It's very easy. Antonio Gramsci, Mikhail Foucault, Slavoj Žižek, or Roland Barthes. Which is the correct answer? Which one? Panopticism. Mikhail Foucault. Okay. Second one is the correct answer. Second one, Mikhail Foucault. Now moving on to question number 57. Match list 1 with list 2. So here you are getting stories, and on the other hand you are getting authors. You need to match them. So for that you need to remember the works. Even if you remember one writer's complete works, you will going to answer these questions. Okay. A Simple Heart. Who wrote this work? Here are the options. Who wrote A Simple Heart? Gustav Flaubert, second one. Okay. Second, An Outpost of Progress. Who wrote this work? Joseph Conrad. We have already covered Joseph Conrad. So if you are not getting this answer, you are at fault. Third, 6 Feet of the Country. Who wrote it? Nadine Gordimer, fourth one. A Horse and Two Goats. Who wrote it? Of course, the last one, R.K. Narayan. So this is the correct match. So A with 2, B with 1. A with 2, B with 1, C with 4, and D with 3. So the correct answer is this. Okay, second one. Moving on to question number 58. We are going to end this lecture very soon with our 3 questions left. 58. According to Sigmund Freud, civilization is to some extent the cumulative product of our psychology. Choose the correct option. What it says, according to Sigmund Freud, civilization is to some extent the cumulative product of our psychology. Basically, cumulative product, basically हर चीज जो the total amount of something. Okay, so सब कुछ आपने add कर लिया है, जो चीज बन रही है, that stands for cumulative. Now, here, the purpose of human life is the pursuit of happiness. Whether it's true? Yes. Man is wholly good. No. Abolition of private property will remove ill will and hostility among men. Of course not. It's not going to happen. D. Creative art reflects the purpose of human life. Yes. E. Civilization is analogous with the human psyche. What is analogous? Analogous, basically similar in some way. So civilization is analogous with the human psyche. Of course, yes, true. So the correct answer is A, D and E. Now you can see the options. A, D, E, where it stands. The third one is the correct answer. Okay, A, D and E. Moving on to question number, second last, 59. Match list 1 with list 2. These are the terms and these are the people who coined it. Now, heteroglossia. Who coined this term? Heteroglossia. This is very easy. Mikhail Bhakhtin. You need to be Bhakt. B. Structures of feeling. Who gave this term? Structures of feeling. Raymond Williams. Sorry, I just turned upside down. Now, ambiguity. Of course, yeah. William Epson. First, discourse. Of course, the last one will go with discourse. Fourth. Okay, so A with 3, B with 2, C with 1 and D with 4. So here you can see the first one is the correct answer. Right? Moving on to question number 60, the last one. And I am happy for you. Which of the following novels of Thomas Hardy was first published in an abridged form as Heart's Insurgent? Okay, somewhere I mispronounced. Heart's Insurgent. Okay, so basically abridged क्या होता है? Abridged basically कोई एक पर्टिकुलर वर्क है ना, तो हम उसे शॉर्टर करते हैं, कुछ पार्ट को हटा के. जैसे कोई वर्क है, कोई नॉवल है, मान लीजिए हैमलेट है, तो हैमलेट हम जो पढ़ रहे हैं एज अ PhD स्कॉलर, एज अ नेट JRF स्टूडेंट, एस्पिरेंट, तो यहाँ पे हम लोग पूरी फुल लेंथ वर्क पढ़ते हैं. बट जो बच्चे हैं 11th-12th के, वो क्या पढ़ेंगे? थोड़ा शॉर्टर पार्ट्स पढ़ते हैं जो कि एब्रिज्ड हुआ रहता है. ठीक है, तो वो चीज़ जो होती है that stands for abridged here. Now it was actually जो थॉमस हार्डी का एक फर्स्ट पब्लिश्ड वर्क है, वो हार्ट्स इंसर्जेंट जो है abridged हुई थी. उसके बाद एक नया टाइटल उसे मिला है, तो वो कौन सा टाइटल है? यू नीड टू नो. द ऑप्शंस आर द मेयर ऑफ कैस्टरब्रिज, सेकंड जूड द ऑब्सक्योर, थर्ड फार फ्रॉम द मेडिंग क्राउड, फोर्थ द रिटर्न ऑफ द नेटिव. The correct answer is Jude the Obscure. Okay, so the correct answer is second, Jude the Obscure. Now we have completed today's lecture. We'll meet in the next lecture. Okay, and we are coming with the other 30 questions of this paper. Okay, 6th December paper. So all the very best for now, and keep on revising things. That is all you need to do. Thank you.